Hello, everybody. Dr. Lynn here, surprisingly from my hometown in my office in Davis, California. I am all over the place these days, and I have never been happier in my practice. It's been so fun and such an honor to travel literally all around this country and teach exciting groups once, twice a month. It's been a busy year. Those of you who may have followed me on social media know that I just got back from an amazing time in the UK, and I got to teach a huge and excited group of doctors in London, England. That was fun, and as always, we just had such great conversation and learned so much. And then the next day, I hopped on a train and went to Edinburgh, Scotland. And I've been working on my Scottish accent, but I know it's not great. One of the things that we did there, I say we because my daughter joined me, which was fun, is we stopped by the Scotland Chiropractic College. And if anybody in that team or who is familiar with them is watching, I just want to give a wholehearted thank you. They have been working so hard to start from scratch the first vitalistic college over in the UK. Dr. Ross McDonald, I got to talk with. Thank you, Ross, for the time that you spent with me and your staff. They really are doing something amazing over there in bringing the vitalistic message of chiropractic to the UK. You know, in thinking about a message that I could share in a short video here, the thing that really pulls on my heart is always the why. We're always asking each other why we do what we do in chiropractic. And fortunately, I have a lot of really great whys. Those of you who are pediatric specialists, you know that obviously that's where we start with life. And what an amazing thing to support that and to help our children to be healthier throughout their lives. No doubt about it. And when it comes to breastfeeding, that is absolutely true. Being able to allow a baby, a family, some parents to breastfeed nutritionally, emotionally, that's amazing. And I have to say that as I teach this um, state after weekend after weekend, like I said, different countries sometimes, it's becoming clearer and clearer to me, and I'm willing to say it now. I was nervous to say it for a while, but at this point, I'm not so nervous anymore. I'm pretty confident in my teaching these days. The reason that the breastfeeding support type practice is so amazing is because it's an excuse to get our hands on these little ones. Fortunately, breastfeeding in most parts of the world, definitely in the US, is supported. Hospitals are wanting to be baby friendly. Most every birthing center hospital that I know of has lactation consultants on staff. People are aware, they are wanting to help. This is a widely recognized topic. And um, again, those of you who are familiar with this, who work in this arena, know that over the last 10 to 15, maybe even 20 years, that whole murky subject of tongue tie comes up all the time. And, sometimes I get questions from people insinuating that I don't believe in the release procedures. That's absolutely not true. Okay. Sometimes it's hugely helpful. And if we want to go down that path, please come to one of my classes, take my classes. We will talk about tongue tie and we will have a great time. But what absolutely drives me nuts is when the subluxation is not addressed first. That is my passion. My passion is when there is a breastfeeding challenge, I want every parent, every lactation consultant, every dentist, of course, every chiropractor, but every medical person that is supporting that family, I want them to understand the subluxation portion of that challenge. And I want that baby to have chiropractic care. Because you know what? Even if they don't end up breastfeeding, which would be a shame, if we can at least address subluxation, because guess what? If they're not breastfeeding well, there is subluxation present, whether there's a tongue tie present or not. There is subluxation present. If we can address that, then that baby will live a healthier life forever. If you know any of my good friends, Monica Berger or Marcia Shaver, and there's many others, I know I'm missing some, Drew Rubin, who teach the neurology portion, who teach about the neurodiversities and how to deal with everything on the autism spectrum and developmental challenges. Guess what? If that baby in the hospital with the lactation consultant or with that dentist who's performing that release surgery, if they knew to send that baby to a chiropractor, we can avoid all of those future challenges, or at least a good portion of them. That's what I'm passionate about, is teaching the subluxation portion of this breastfeeding dysfunction, simply because then we can get our hands on them and we can change that trajectory for their entire life. That's what I'm excited about. So please, I would love to have you come to my classes. I'm doing them live. They are pre-recorded as well. But live is more fun, I will say. Um, Let's see, what is the address? www, we all know that, thegoodlifelearning.com. Look me up, find out where I'm going. Let's see, I'm talking to you in mid-June. June 22nd, I'm going to be in Tacoma, Washington. July 13th, I'm going to be in New Orleans, Louisiana. It's going to be really hot. August, I'll be in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. September, I'll be in Chattanooga, Tennessee, and then so on and so forth. So I would love to see you. Thanks for listening.